Hey friends, it's Mike here at Guitar Tricks. In this video, I'd like to talk about 3 scales, just some little tweaks you can do it to really open up some more possibilities in your soloing and lead playing. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. And while you're at it, hit that like button. It would really help out. Now, back to the lesson. First scale I want to talk about is the old standby minor pentatonic scale, and there's a really easy addition to this scale that really opens up a lot of things. So I'm going to use A minor pentatonic as an example, 5th position. We all know this box pattern. And so the pentatonic minor scale, if you remember, goes root, flat 3rd, 4th and 5th, flat 7th, and then back up to the octave root. Now we can create the blues scale by adding in a note, and that note is the flat 5. So in the key of A minor, that's going to be at the 6th fret of the A string. So the scale now sounds like this. And then up on the next octave, you add in the 8th fret of the G string. So right away you got an extra note to add in an experiment with and add a lot more flavor to what you're doing there. All right, the next scale I want to talk about is a scale that you can create by moving one note in the natural minor scale. So let's review what the natural minor scale is. In the key of A minor, that's root 2nd flat 3rd, 4th 5th flat 6th, and then the flat 7th, and then the octave root. Now if we move that flat 7th note up 1 semitone to a major 7th, you end up with a scale known as the harmonic minor scale. And so A harmonic minor sounds like this. Pretty cool, gives it a little different of a sound, a little more exotic sounding. Now, a great application for this is where you're playing in a minor key and it has a 5 chord in the chord progression that is major instead of what usually would be minor. So in the case of A minor, the 5 chord would be E minor. But a lot of times there'll be a substitution of this chord. Songwriters or composers will put in a 5 chord that's major or a dominant 7th. In this case, E major or E7. Now the 3rd of that chord is G sharp. That's the note that we moved the natural minor scale, flat 7th, to the major 7th. So this scale sounds really good over top of that major 5 chord or dominant 7th 5 chord. It's a great choice to just highlight that chord because you're including the 3rd of that chord into the scale. All right, one more scale I'd like to show you is based off the Phrygian Mode, which is the 3rd mode of the major scale. I'm going to show it in E. So that scale goes like this. So that formula is root, flat 2, flat 3, and then 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, and octave root. So really, this is a natural minor scale with a flat 2. I'm going to take it one step further and sharpen the 3rd from a flat 3rd to a major 3rd, and you end up with this. So just this part right here sounds really exotic, really cool sound here. So experimenting with this scale, known as Phrygian dominant, really cool sound, really exotic, works really well over riffs where one chord goes up to a flat 2 chord, for example, E to F. Something like that. So hopefully I've given you a lot to experiment with and try out, and we'll see you on the next one. What other tips would you like to see here on this channel? please leave a comment and let me know. And be sure to check out guitartricks.com for more in-depth step-by-step lessons.